make yourself comfortable and begin to relax. Maybe noticing the rhythm of your breathing, the gentle rise and fall of your chest. And wherever you're listening right now, seated comfortably perhaps, noticing the subtle weight of your body against the surface beneath you. It's interesting how a simple moment of stillness can become the start of something new, like sitting at the edge of a tranquil pond as gentle ripples spread across the surface from the lightest breeze. You might notice the sound of your breath creating its own little pattern, and without needing to do anything at all, you can just allow yourself to become curious about how even in stillness, so much can shift beneath the surface. And just like the water, gradually growing calm again after a ripple, your awareness can begin to settle comfortably inwards as you explore the gentle sensation of your feet on the floor, the fabric against your skin, the sounds around you. And there's a way your attention can drift, like following a feather as it floats, gently spiraling and circling, finding the path that feels easiest, almost as though some part of you instinctively knows how to relax more deeply now, while the world around continues in its own time. And it reminds me of a village pond on a quiet spring afternoon, sunlight flickering through leaves, when a group of ducks glided silently just below a delicate branch. They seemed so serene, and every so often one would paddle more boldly towards the center, ripples pointing the way and shifting the reflections above. And sometimes stepping into a meeting can feel a bit like gliding onto that open water. A brief hesitation, a pause before you find your own direction. And yet beneath the surface there's a natural intelligence guiding those gentle ripples, reminding you that confidence often isn't about the absence of uncertainty, but a willingness to allow your inner currents to move you. And you might realize, as the ducks did, that each gathering by the water's edge is a chance to let yourself find a comfortable place, observing, listening, and then when the moment feels right, express your thoughts with a quiet certainty. The pond doesn't worry whether the breeze is too strong or too slight. It responds and adapts, holding reflections and ripples at once. And as you imagine yourself in your next meeting, some part of you may notice that your voice can emerge naturally, sometimes softly, sometimes with clarity, perfectly shaped for the moment. And even as other thoughts or judgments drift to the edges, they become just background sounds. And it's often the case that what you imagine could go wrong in a meeting is just one ripple, not the whole pond. And sometimes the expectation that you have to perform flawlessly is just the mind's way of trying to help, even if it gets a little overzealous. After all, you'd never expect a pond to be perfectly still all the time. The real beauty is how it transforms with each gentle breeze. And so you can allow yourself to appreciate your own unique rhythms, recognizing that what matters most in these moments isn't being perfect, but showing up as you are, present and receptive. And maybe you've wondered, what if I lose my train of thought? And yet notice how even if a leaf veers off course, it always finds the water carrying it somewhere useful. Meetings too are rarely linear. Sometimes the most valuable ideas float in from unexpected places. And you can let your attention rest on what interests you, contributing when it feels right, knowing that even a brief pause can carry weight, just as a quiet moment on the pond brings out the clearest reflections. And if you sense old stories rising, perhaps of holding back or feeling overshadowed, you might find it easier now to see those thoughts as just ripples, reminders you have navigated many currents before, each time learning a new way of gliding forwards. And with each breath, perhaps there's a gentle opening to allow your natural confidence to guide you in meetings and beyond, steady and present. In a little while, perhaps noticing the way your body feels supported by the chair, or tracing the gentle outline of your hands, you'll begin to bring your awareness more back to this room. Maybe you'll sense a refreshing energy like sunlight warming the surface of that pond, and notice how the air feels as you breathe a bit more deeply. And as you do, let your mind and body carry this steadiness forwards, returning to your own natural pace, more awake, clear, and grounded. And over the coming days, you may find yourself expressing ideas with more ease, growing aware of calm spreading through your meetings and beyond, like ripples that start small and gently expand. In places that once felt tense, you might naturally notice new spaces for your thoughts to land, feeling your confidence become a quiet presence that stays with you always. Thank you for joining me on this journey today and for taking this time for yourself. If you'd like to keep exploring these changes, you're welcome to return to this session whenever you like, or perhaps find other sessions on the channel. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.